So, what's the deal with you two?
No deal. We used to chase bad guys together. Now we share this incredible child, and that's it. We like to make up our own rules.
We keep it professional.
We're so glad that you're back. Everyone's so excited with this new show, and I know you've been manifesting this for a long time, and it's finally happening. Are you taking that all in, that sometimes if you keep pushing, it could happen?
Yes.
Right?
I think there was definitely an intention there
You know,
that was
it's
always there.
Yeah.
Right, but it's the pushing, but also, because there definitely was some pushing.
Yeah.
There was like...
I wouldn't say it was so much pushing.
Have I ever told you how deeply I appreciate your paranoia?
But what's funny is the universe was like, not yet.
No, not on your time.
Right?
Divine time.
That's right.
I couldn't ask for a better safe house roomie.
Like, because we were like, I was like, I'm ready to do it. Let's do it in 2017. I was like, we can do it during the summer when I'm in the...
But isn't it funny how it would have never, we would have never been able to do the show that we're doing today because now it lives in a streamer at Paramount Plus.
Yes.
And we're able to explore it in the way that we always wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, we have that freedom. We're doing it in Europe, which is kind of where we envisioned it, away from the United States. And so it's great.
And so many times, actually, that gap in time makes it worth even more when it actually happens. Even for the fans, people who I've talked to that have been so excited.
Your grandma?
Well, no, it was my grandma. I sprung it on my mother-in-law because she didn't know that you guys were coming back, and I was like, "You'll never guess which show I'm watching right now." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Tony and Ziva." And she it was at Thanksgiving this past weekend, and she like lost it. She's like, "What? I gotta start watching it. I love them. I can't wait."
You know, there's still a lot of people that are catching up because
Yeah.
obviously we used to play in, network. And so it's a different world.
Yes.
And it's taken people sometimes, especially people that were used to that. It's taken them a little time to sort of figure it all out. But I think it's happening, and I think it's happening more
that's
and
been
more.
I'm getting my mom's birthday is 3 days after Christmas. So I said, I'm going to get you an early Christmas present. And I said, it's up to you. I can get you just a month of the Paramount Plus, or I can get you the full year. And she goes, well, show me. My mom, it will not be afraid of me saying she's 90 and has lived an extraordinary life.
Yeah.
But I took her to
And a very
she goes, because my niece is on Virgin River, which is on Netflix, right? Yeah. And so my mom kept saying, when does it air? I'm like, no, Mom, it's on Netflix. So we got Netflix. We taught her. So now,
see, that's the thing that you have to reconcile.
It's the
You
learning.
can just get them. Like you
Yeah.
just
what day is it on? I'm like, no, there's no day. It's
Whenever you want.
We like to make up our own rules.
We keep it professional.
So ours have been dropping every week, and my mom is friends with a lot of nuns, and they said they're waiting to binge it. The nuns.
There you go.
So they're like gonna buy it for at the end and then wait. So I said, well, I'm gonna get you the thing. I took her to the homepage of Paramount Plus, and she's like, oh, Sylvester Stallone. Now what's that show? I said, that's Tulsa King. She's like, is that Pierce Brosnan? And I go, that's called Mobland. She goes, are these new shows? And I go, yeah. So Mom, Richard Gere is doing the agency with Michael Fassbender.
Do you get more points? Do you get more points with your mom because like you're on the front page with Sylvester Stallone?
Oh, she can't believe. She goes, well, this is a big deal. I go, I understand, But so I think that it's all about bringing the audience
too, because there's a lot of people that used to get NCIS in different networks all over the world.
Yeah.
And they used to get it for free. So this is a different beast.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of information out there, and we're trying to, give them all the right information so they can get it.
But my mom goes, how much does it cost if I want to get all of them? And I'm like, no, that's what you get, right? Because she thinks it's a la carte
of
or
course.
something, a video on demand, and I'm like,
It's a learning curve, right?
Yeah.
You're such a boomer.
Gen X, the forgotten generation.
What's Gen X?
And the joke writes itself.
Just so excited to see you guys back together. And we have this photo of you guys, and
I'm not
we
sure
just
when.
absolutely
if you
love
could
it.
pinpoint
We don't
for
know
us
what
maybe
date it
when
was,
this
but
was.
oh my God.
do you remember that moment?
That's our
Yes.
glamour shots.
Yeah.
You look
That's
like,
our glamour
you
shot
guys,
moment.
You look like theater kids.
I almost feel like that's
Well,
Titanic.
It was very much Romeo and
we're
Juliet.
kidding. That's the important thing because it was.
Oh my God.
It was Cliff. So you're in between. You're going to the craft service table and then the bathroom, and they want you back on set.
Right.
And everything. He's like, "Can I just get a picture?" And Cody's like, "What are we doing?" And I'm like, "Just this."
Not ideal, but here we are.
It's not even a setup of a thing, but
then
that's,
years later, you look
That's
at that and you go,
undercovers.
that's a glamour shot.
It's a
glamour
glamour shot. I
We
love
need a
it.
show
Your
like
hair
this.
looks amazing.
but that's undercovers.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
once, by
episode.
the way, I have a glamour shot story. Once when I was very young, I was like, I've seen those shots. They're so bad. They're excellent. They're so excellent. So I went in there and I put on all these feathered boas and gold lame jackets and all this stuff. And I had the most epic sequence. And I think I showed it to maybe two people, like my best friend and my mom, because there was a little bit of shame, but also this like theater geek there who was like, come on, and glamour shots. It was the best. I still think I have them.
You gotta post those.
And
You gotta post those up.
and,
We gotta see them.
by the way, the funny thing about those pictures is that you can tell that I'm laughing at myself. Like there's nothing about it that's like pretentious or like I'm like drinking the Kool-Aid. It's totally like the joke. I know the joke and I'm playing the joke on myself, and then there's someone's taking
Well,
pictures.
like it's an opportunity. You gotta take it.
Yeah,
mean,
I think we all have
feathered
those photos
boas.
with the
For
boa.
sure.
and-
The inner showgirl comes out.
Yeah.
Taylor
It
Swift
totally
is going
does.
through it right now.
All right now.
I have, listen, in my mom's closet somewhere, there's like stacks and stacks of
Oh
photos
god,
like that. I'm
we
sure.
gotta look for those.
That is so incredibly you.
And this photo, the idea that you're bringing the show back.
Oh,
I mean,
baby.
what was that moment like for you to realize this is actually happening?
Well, it was the wardrobe walkthrough on camera, which was before we started production proper. I think I had
And it was the
gotten
first
off of-
time we put on like a wardrobe and camera testing, and all, the whole cast was there,
Yes.
and everyone was sort of meeting for the first time. And it's that nervous energy.
Yeah, we were meeting James Darcy and every the whole cast, which I have to say is this secret sauce to the whole series is how extraordinary
we had
those
so
people.
much fun.
Yeah, and how we got them and where they came from and how beautiful their talent is, and that they shared it with us. It's an extraordinary. I mean, Lara Rossi. I was just watching her in an episode last
killed
night.
it. In episode 6.
Episode
she was
6,
terrific.
she and Tali, Isla Gee, who is, they have this like action adventure episode together, and it's so
good.
grounded.
I
and so
wrote
real.
her the next day and I said, hey, she's Italian, so I was like, amore. Amore. I just love saying that word. Amore, you were so good. And I just went on and on about like, and she was like, you know what, thank you so much. I watched it with my mom, and after I got over the eek of watching myself, and I was like, oh my God, we think all actors and all people that are in front of the camera, they have that moment when you're like, and then you're like, okay, but what about the performance? And she was really happy with the performance. And then I said, were you happy with it? And she said, I guess the only thing that comes to my mind is I'm very proud. I'm proud to be a part of this. Like she's proud to be a part of the story. She was so proud of having had those moments with Isla, and she was so happy that what she felt actually made it to the show. It's sort of like what the energy that she put into the performance. She was like, I got to see that. I got to see that. Sometimes you're pleasantly surprised as an actor, and sometimes you're like, yeah, I remember that differently. So she was really happy. She was proud.
Yeah, and your performances too, because this photo we also found is a mama bear photo.
Speaking of action adventure,
Oh, yeah.
This is all.
it's so cool. Like on the rooftops in Europe, it's like almost looks like we're going to a yoga class here, but we're not. This is very much not.
You know how much I
No.
pushed back on that idea? I was like, really? Like, I was like, really? She's like, and they're like, well, Ziva is carrying a big rifle. You can't go into the opera house with, and I was like, well, yeah, sure. I was like, well, okay. I mean, I wanted to somehow look like a total badass. Go in there like dressed in black and all that, and they're like, we need to convince people around you that you're like a yoga mom, and that you're just gonna go into that. And I was like, okay, I'll go with it.
So what we're depending on to save all of these lives is me being charmingly persuasive and you kicking ass.
And you've directed a few episodes prior to. Are you planning to do more of that even as executive producer? Would you get behind it?
I would
The camera?
totally get behind that, but I do see we do blocks, which is 2 in a row. So each director gets 2, and that becomes, with prep and post and shooting, about 3.5 months of work.
Right.
It's a lot.
And I don't know where I would find that time. So, I mean, I know
And we were slammed.
Bateman did it on Ozark, and like people do it.
Right, yeah.
But I and I loved directing, and I think I would be challenged, but I think we'll see what comes down.
I've been directed by
line.
Mr. Weather.
Have you? There you go.
And
Is he a good director?
And
Years ago.
yes. And it's funny because I don't think I've ever told you, but when you were directing, there was a part of me as an actor, Cody, that I felt somehow exposed. Because I had always worked with him in front of the camera. So now that he was behind the camera, sort of watching the performance, I felt very, very naked, very much like, very exposed. And it was a funny thing that I don't think I've ever told him.
That's so interesting.
That is, it makes sense though, because what happens when you're in the sort of scrum of the actors is there's such a level of trust. I mean, that's why the trust exercises where you fall into each other's arms and all those hilarious things.
We've seen them fail miserably.
But we,
You're like, trust me. No, that is earned. That is earned.
But we,
You're like, no, you can trust me. No, I won't.
with a director, I think with actors, I give trust first.
Right.
And then if it turns out that isn't reciprocated, or I find that it's maybe not really reliable, then I have to. But with directors, I always question.
I know, but that's because the actors are your tribe.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And
so
so
it's
then-
like somebody from your tribe comes in and you're like, you've got it. We speak the same language. Now, if you start messing with me, I'm going to start,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
That rarely happens.
Yeah.
We've certainly been lucky.
I mean, my wife
I
has
feel
a
like
rule,
you need to direct, like the way you guys are talking, you need
but
to do an episode.
My wife has this
I think
great
you will.
rule
Yeah.
about arguing, which I will give this to the people. You think about this. You can argue vociferously and with all the passion that you want, but we do not call each other names, and we do not make things up.
you take notes.
You're telling me to take notes? You should be taking notes. What
I would-
happens when people are living two different realities?
And I was like,
Right.
you think I make things up? And she's like, Michael. And I'm like, okay, all right. Maybe
by the way, I should have a conversation with your wife.
I think
because
yes.
because I do think there is something about women and there is something about men and how we view things and situations that sometimes can get a little
Yeah, well, that's why that TV show, The Affair, was so great, because it would show the same circumstance, but in this one she's wearing a red dress and her hair's up, and in the other one she's in like a floral print with long arms and her hair's down.
Yeah.
And you're like, were you at the same party? Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're seeing two different.
Oh, that's really interesting.
But one person would say you're lying, and the other person's like, no, I'm just telling you that's what I saw.
Is that the episode that we're
Rashomon.
Our time is up. We're going to get wrapped. So, but
we're gonna get
We're gonna get
wrapped.
wrapped. But we wanted to
I
say
see
thank
Peter.
you so much for the time. And this energy that you guys are bringing, I think is exactly the thing
Yeah.
that people are so attracted to when they think about you two together and they think about this new project that they get to enjoy.
That's nice of you
we're
to
so
say.
excited for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank
So
you
excited
for
you guys are
being
back
here
together.
with us today.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks.
Thank you.
This is our story.
You are so
Charming, sexy.
stupid.